made it back. I made it back, just about. Woo. It's really weird. You know, I guess it's like Monday, right? So it's like, it's Monday. I gotta get back into this, right? But I really do get excited to be here every time I'm here with you. So, but it's always kind of regrouping and going, oh yeah, how do I do that? Oh yeah, I gotta get that ready. And I got a lot going on here, right? To make this a nice live stream for you. So thanks for being here. Happy Monday, all that stuff. Did you have a good weekend? And I'm looking for I need to clean my glasses. Oh, we'll just bring the green. The magic green cloth. Wherever you're watching from, do me a huge favor. Say hello in the chat, will you? Say good morning or good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. I always like to know who's hanging around and what you're looking for. And if you're just looking for a place to hang out, this is the spot. You can just hang out here. And of course, we're going to talk about some great products as well that hopefully have some interest for you. I think the last stream I did involved me flying the drone. I was live streaming the drone, and people seem to really enjoy that. So I'll be doing that more often. I don't know that I'll be. I think I was doing it 2 or 3 times last week, and I think maybe I might cut it to once a week, just maybe twice a week, because I really enjoy doing it. But I want to keep things interesting around here as well. And speaking of interesting, I just want to give a shout out to my friends at Hollyland for providing me with the dual lav microphone that I'm currently using. It's the Lark 150 clip-on wireless microphone system. So as you can see, I have a lavalier mic here, but it also, I'll just show you here. It also has its own built-in microphone. This is how tiny it is. Excuse me, I got hiccups. Why? And it's dual, so there's 2. So great for interviews, great just for last minute interviews. For example, it's like, here, just take this, clip that on. Okay, we're good to go. It'll work great with your mobile, etc. And I'm using it right here. I use it for every one of my streams. So the Hollyland Lark 150, I'm really impressed with it. I like using the lav mic because the microphone built in is good quality, but sometimes it's hanging sideways or like this, and it's just the clip-on mic just makes it sound just a little extra nice, just a little extra nice. And I just clip it on down there, and we're good, right? Let's get some music going. Yeah, right about there, I think. So yeah, really, and full transparency, Hollyland did send me the microphone to review, and I have done that, and positive reviews. This is the box as well that it comes in, and it charges everything right in there. I can't really show you the receiver, but the receiver is about this wide. Right, and the thing is, if you're out and these die, just like your AirPod case, this case will charge the lavalier mic as well. You don't need rechargeable batteries or AA or AAA or whatever batteries like most other lavalier mics do. It's all rechargeable right here. About 18 hours worth of use from one full charge. What more could you ask for? 19 hours? And it's just so tiny. Like, that's the size of it right there, So, yeah, I really love using this. I've used others in the past, which worked well for me, but this is the next level right here. And this is my go-to right now for the Hollyland Lark 150. I'll be using it for my mobile broadcast. Well, when I do the drone broadcasts as well, I'm in the vehicle and using the Hollyland Lark 150. I'll be using it on my DJI Osmo stabilizer as well when I'm doing that. So great product if you're looking for wireless clip-on microphones. This is definitely there's a lot of choices out there, and it does depend on your budget, but if you want good quality at a reasonable price, the Hollyland Lark 150 is my go-to. So there you go. There you go. All right. Well, I see lots of people watching, but I don't see anybody saying hello in the chat. Can you, like, I'm saying hello to you. Will you say hello to me? Let me know who you are, where you're watching from, or just say hello. Just a simple hello. And if you're too shy for that and you just want to hang out, that's okay too. I appreciate everybody who's here, and good to be back here for Deals with David. And I was trying to figure out when I'm live from the van what I should call it. And we were going with Deals on Wheels or well, the Deal Mobile. And somebody said Deals on Wheels sounds too much like a car sales thing. And I agreed. So it's the Deal Mobile. It's the Deal Mobile. Right? The Deal Mobile. Okay. So I was out, flying the DJI Mini 2 on, was it Friday? No, it was Thursday. I got out and did that. And if you missed it, that's okay. I'm going to show you some of it here today. But I want to get, got to get my bearings straight here. Where are we? Refresh. Oh, what's going on? What's really going on here? Gotta get my bearings. Well, I need bearings. I'm funny. I think I'm funny. Do you think I'm funny? Probably not. Refresh, come on. What's going on? Go back, go back. Go back to where you were. That was a Dora Explorer thing. Did you watch Dora Explorer when you were a kid? I don't think she's still on. All right. Before I get into the, let's bring the products up on the screen here. Before I get into showing you some of the drone footage, I just want to talk about the Blue Yeti USB microphone for a moment. One of my favorite microphones to use as far as podcasting goes. And maybe we'll bring it up on the product cam here. So not prepared. That's okay. Stay with me, folks. Stay with me, folks. What's your favorite microphone? Do you have a microphone that you use? Are you a podcaster? Let me know in the chat what you podcast. And if you want, you even throw a link in there to your podcast or your YouTube channel or whatever. I'm okay with that. So how am I going to do? We're going to do this, this, and this. There we go. That's a little better, right? Give you an idea of the Blue Yeti microphone. Just Blue is a company that does really well and is a leader in the audio industry when it comes to podcasting and YouTube channels and anything of that sort that you need a good solid microphone for. And it is nice and solid, right? Great sound quality comes out of this. Again, I only talk about quality products and products that I use or have used in the past, And if I don't own the product, I'll tell you, but I own two of these. This one and one that I use for, I do a weekly talk show on Facebook, and I use it for that as well. So I'm very, very pleased with the Blue Yeti. Now that being said, there are some, I mean, there's some microphones way better, but you're going to pay way more. And there are some competitors out there that are giving Blue a run for its money, but they're staying in the game there. They're not going anywhere. But if you want to get started in a really good budget price, this microphone, when I bought it like 3 years ago, was like $179. And it's been dropping, and it was $129 recently. And then it was $118 and $150. It's $109.99. I don't think they're going to get below $100 on this, but that's 15% off. And if you're looking for a good microphone to get yourself started in again into YouTubing or podcasting, whatever of that sort, I highly recommend the Blue Yeti microphone. Solid product, comes with a really good strong base as well. You can mount it to a boom arm, which there is a Blue Yeti bundle out there that you can get. You can see the bottom there, right? More for mounting on a mic stand, but it comes with adapters that you can put in there. USB, plug and play right into your computer. Has a headphone jack. Why does it have a headphone jack, David? Well, that's what this volume control is for, but why would you have a headphone jack? A lot of times if you were to plug into your computer to hear yourself, which most people want to be able to hear themselves, it just makes them talk clearer and better. If you plug it from the computer, first of all, there's more controls you got to play around with and stuff like that. But there's latency, like delay. If you plug it directly into this microphone, your headphones, you minimize the latency or the delay. And then you have the direct control right here of the volume of your headphones. So you can hear yourself talk, or you can hear the videos you're playing, or whatever it is you're doing in your podcast, or or you want to hear your guest, or whatever. This is a really, really perfect way to do that. So the other side of the coin here. So this side here, this is the front side. This is considered the front of the microphone. Okay. Then on this side, the back side, you got some more controls here. This is nice because when you plug a USB product in, like a microphone, and you have controls right on here, you eliminate the need for a mixer, right? And if it's just your voice that you're looking to project out there, all you really need is something simple. So you have your gain control. Now, a lot of times people say, oh, another volume. It's not volume. When you turn gain up, yes, it does tend to get a bit louder. It seems that way, but what it's actually doing is picking up more noise in the room, or it's pushing out the direct, so the voice right in front, it's pushing it out harder, but then it's also picking up more of what's going on in the room. So if you are using this to, play live off the floor, you've got just you singing and playing a guitar, you had this sitting say in front of you on a stool, for example, you might want to turn the gain up so it picks up the guitar, etc. So depending on your purpose. So it's nice to have that control. 4 audio patterns here: cardioid, bidirectional, omnidirectional, and stereo. I can't remember which one's which, but that's what they are. So what's the difference? There you go. I hit my mute button by mistake. So what's the difference in all of the audio patterns? Well, let's talk about that. But first, before we do, I just want to say hello and welcome to those of you who may be joining here for your first time. This is Deals with David. I'm your host, David Burrows, your official Amazon influencer here on this channel. And welcome. I appreciate you being here. If there's products in the carousel below that you would like me to talk about, just let me know in the chat and I'll talk about them. And maybe there's some products you don't see in the carousel you want maybe a second or third opinion about. Let me know in the chat as well. We'll look at it together and we can have some discussion. I'm always grateful for you being here, but I got to tell you, if you don't say hello in the chat, I get a little lonely. I get a little lonely. Anyway, I appreciate you saying hello in the chat. If I can bribe you somehow into saying hello in the chat and just letting me know that you're enjoying the broadcast or where you're watching the broadcast from. It's always nice to know where people are watching from. And I like to make new friends too. Do you like to make new friends? Hello, welcome to Deals with David. All right, we're talking about the Blue Yeti microphone. This is one that's always in my carousel because I just think it's such a great product. So great that I own 2 of them. Now we're just about to talk about the 4 different audio patterns. So this being the front of the microphone, I'm going to switch this around actually. Let's do this. Okay. So this being the front of the microphone. So this would, sit on the desk in front of me, or it could be on a boom mic upside down, but this is the front of the microphone. So the cardioid is when it's right in front. The microphone just picks up what's in front of it. It's got microphones all the way around. So cardioid just picking up my voice. Now bidirectional, by 2, right? This side and the back side. And what that's for is maybe you set it on a table or you're interviewing somebody you're face to face with and you want to pick up both sides of the conversation, this side and this side, right? Then there's stereo, which picks up the left side and the right side, pretty self-explanatory. And then omnidirectional, all the way around. All the microphones are working all the way around. And that will give you the opportunity to say, if you're having a round table discussion you wanted to record, setting the microphone again in the middle of the table and it will pick everybody up around. Or maybe you're doing a live acoustic session and you want to just set it on a stool in front of you so it picks up your voice singing, or maybe you've got 3 of you in a room. There's lots of different reasons why you would use omnidirectional. So 4 great choices for 4 different types of situations that you would need to use this for recording. And again, right now at $109.99, this was originally, like, I know it says $129, 15% off, but when I bought it 3 years ago, it was $179. So $179? Yeah, I saw it at $179. I've seen it go to $149. I only saw it at $129 once in a while over the 3 years, just for sales and stuff like that, right? But $109, definitely the way to go if you need something for podcasting, etc. All right. So once again, welcome. This is Deals with David, and I'm David. David Burrows is my full name, and I welcome you here to the channel, and I welcome you to say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from, and what are you looking for today? What brought you here? You're watching. I see it tells me people are watching, so I'm curious, what are you looking for? Always thirsty. Gotta have my... I definitely could not get through a broadcast without my water. Okay, let me get my... Oh, I could have made that a lot easier on myself. These old bones don't like to stretch like that. Then I fall out of my chair. Gotta get comfy again. Life's rough. Not really. Not really. Well, one of my favorite things to talk about is my drone. I like to talk about audio gear, but the drone is probably my most favorite. One of my 2 favorite hobbies, drone and motorcycle. Do you ride a motorcycle? Are you a motorcycle enthusiast? Here it is. Here it is. Let me get this all ready for you. Then I show you. Then I show you. Just bring that music up. I felt like it stopped. There we go. I think that's hip hop. Yeah. What kind of music do you like? I could change the music. If there's something different you want to hear, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. The DJI Mini 2 Fly More combo, if you're looking to get into the hobby on a good price point, in my opinion, this is the way to go. Now, this is the part 2 of the Mavic Mini series, and I'm not even sure they're calling it, they don't even call it, this is DJI Mini 2. They've dropped the name Mavic, but the one before this was the Mavic Mini. Still a great drone. Some significant differences though, as far as signal strength and video quality. The DJI Mini 2 knocks it out of the park when it comes to, well, it's a non-commercial drone, but it does have some commercial qualities. Like if you're looking to do some real estate, or you're looking to you know, just get into a hobby, or I've live streamed weddings with this, you know, it's really a great drone. I want to get, I should pull it up here. Here we go. And it's also an Amazon's choice, so you know when it's an Amazon's choice that I'm really struggling with this music volume today. There we go. Amazon's really looked into the product. Not only the product, but the company that sells the product, or the brand that sells the product. They really checked them out before they put their Amazon's choice label on the page, which if you were looking at it, you would see. We can bring that up too, I guess. Well, no, I don't want to show you that yet because I want to show you the drone. So here it is, fitting in the palm of my hand. Right, look how tiny that is. And we're going to get into some of the details. I'll open it up maybe a little bit later, but just want you to understand just the size of that folded up. It only weighs 249 grams. I heard somebody say 238 the other day, and I don't know where they got that from. But the nice thing about a drone that weighs less than 250 grams is, at least here in Canada where I live, it's considered a sub drone, which means you do not have to register the drone, and you do not have to have a license to fly the drone. So that's really nice as well. But then some people go, well, oh, so there's no rules. Well, wait a minute, there's rules. Now, I'm not going to get into all the rules. Depending on where you live here in Canada, Transport Canada is the place to check things out. In the United States, it'd be different, but you should definitely look into the legalities of flying a drone before you purchase one. All right. Even the case here is nice, weather resistant. It's got kind of like a roughness to it so that water resists from it, and it's good material as well for reflecting water. Hang on. Oh, it's nice to have that mute button available when you're going to sneeze. Hello, I'm live. Pardon me while I sneeze in your ear. A 4K video at 30 frames per second, or you can do 2700K, or you can do 1080p, etc. The Mavic Mini, the one before this, only did up to 2700K. Now I'm going to have the sniffles because I sneezed, right? And at 1080p video, you're actually able to zoom in 4 times. Now, keep in mind the zoom is a digital zoom, so every time you zoom in, you do lose a little bit of resolution. But I will say in the final product, it's slightly noticeable, but it's still quality-wise acceptable. Does that make sense? All right. All right. One of the things they did when they changed from the Mavic Mini to the Mini 2 is they added this controller. Now this isn't a new controller. This is one that has been used with other drones. They make like the Mavic Air 2 and so on. But they decided to put this with the new DJI Mini. The Mavic Mini had a different drone, a different drone controller. It was a little bit smaller, a little more compact, And I admit, when I first got the DJI Mini 2, I was like, oh, that's a big controller. I don't know how portable it's going to be. I feel like the DJI Mini 2 is more portable than the Mavic Mini was. I'm not sure why. But they put some great thought into this as well. You can see even on the back, it's got like grips. So it feels firm in my hand that I'm not going to lose anything. All your controls, which we can go through, are all here. This is kind of nice that it keeps the control arms right in the bottom, right? So you just, woo, right? And you get spares, you get a couple spares. You get another set of these in case you happen to lose them. And you get some extra propellers as well. That's part of the Fly More combo. You can buy this with just the drone controller and one battery. But sooner or later, you're gonna, once you get this thing up in the air and you fly it for the 31 minutes that it boasts it can, you'll be wanting to go back up again, and then you won't have another battery. So that's why I recommend the Fly More combo, because it comes with the extra propellers. They do wear out eventually, depends on how often you use it, if you're flying into trees and stuff, whatever. But you get 3 batteries with the Fly More combo. Now, I always like to show this with the 2 gray batteries and the 1 black battery, and this is why. To demonstrate, oh, let me get that out of the way here, just set that down. I'm gonna bring this a little closer, that's probably a better idea. There we go. So 3 batteries. The 3 batteries that come with this are gray, but this one here came from the Mavic Mini. And it was great that I had bought an extra battery when I bought my Mavic Mini, and then when I sold the Mavic Mini, I sold it with just the 3 batteries, right? And so when I sold it, I kept an extra battery for myself, because I learned that the Mavic Mini battery will work on the DJI Mini 2. Cleverly, however, by design, intentionally by design, I would say, DJI, the Mavic or the DJI Mini 2 battery will not work on the Mavic Mini battery. I kind of get why they would do that, right? But you're going to want 3 batteries, at least. That gives you 90 minutes of flight time. And once you've been out for an hour and a half flying, at least me, I'm an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I'm like, okay, I've had enough of flying, I've had my fill, it's time to go home, kind of thing. But I have that 4th battery. I do live streaming projects, and one of the ones that I did was flying in the live streaming the Western Ontario Outlaws lawn tractor racing. Yes, that's a thing, lawn tractor racing. And my son would fly the drone over every race, just like NASCAR. So we were constantly, we needed 4 batteries, so that we could always have the other 3 charging and ready to go when we had to land, put in the new battery, and have the next one charging up with 2. Oh, it was quite a system. So we would fly the drone, 3 full batteries, drone runs out of power, land, put in a new battery, start charging the one that just died, so that by the time we got through the next one that died as well, and then we got to the last full battery, the first one had been charged. Does that make sense? Was that complicated? I don't know. There you go. So again, just to pause to say hello. I don't want people come in and out here, so I always like to take a moment and welcome you to the live stream here. My name's David, and this is Deals with David here on Amazon Live. I'm your official Amazon influencer, and I appreciate you being here. And today we're talking about, I'll talk about most of the products in the carousel. I will be live today, well, right now, obviously, and I'll be live again later tonight, probably about 9 o'clock when I go live again. And we'll talk about some of the different products. What I like to do is I keep rotating through products. These are all products that I own. If I don't own the product, I make sure I tell you. But I own or have owned at one point in my life. And I just give you my honest opinion. So I'll talk about these products, and then later tonight I'll briefly mention these products, but then I'll go into detail with different products. And I try to, you know, remove some products and then add some new ones in, so that if you keep coming back, hopefully you get something new and a little different every time you're here. So the other thing I would encourage you to do is say hello in the chat. Just if you're on mobile, you can say hello, or on desktop, you can say hello. Just I want to build a community of friends here who like to shop and like just chat and have a good time as well. So that starts off by you saying hello and introducing yourself in the chat. And if you don't want to do that because you're shy or whatever, that's okay. You're still welcome here. You're still welcome here. So the 3 batteries, and then the this is what they call the smart battery charger. And the reason it's smart is because what it does, I'll press the button here and you'll see. Okay, so full, and only 2. So if this was 2 dots, 4 dots, if this was 3 dots, this one's full, this one's next fullest. It does not charge all 3 batteries at the same time. It just charges the one that is closest to being full. So that way, you always get, your time-wise, you're getting a full battery charge. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes to the next one. So it is smart that way. Test button here, you know, say, show you the lighting and which one's full. And this is where you would charge it up. And then right here, this is also a power bank. If you're stuck in the middle of the field or something and you got no other power and you need to charge your phone, you can plug a USB-A right into here and use. Now obviously you're going to drain some of the battery power, but if you do need to, you can do that as well. That's the other nice thing about the controller, is once you have the phone in there, I use the iPhone XR just because it has a really good processor, etc. It charges your phone as well as power for the, so this is a power pack for your phone while you're flying. It keeps your phone charged. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? So that's the DJI basics right there. Now what I thought I would do, I thought you might enjoy, is, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna take the memory card out of the drone. Oh, I don't know if I did this right or not. I think there's still some on there. So I can take the SD card, and then I can actually, I have, this is made by Insignia, a little card reader. I've got that going into my iPad. I have to remember how to do this. Files, 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 files. That's so clever. There we go. Here we go. We have a lot of beautiful water in our area. So let me bring this up here. Can we do this right? There we go. I don't want to do it like that. That's better. All right, so this is St. Clair River, which is shared by Canada and the United States, where I live here in Sarnia, Ontario. And across the way there is Port Huron, Michigan. Yeah, Port Huron, Michigan. And I don't know if you can see that. We probably need it closer. There's the bridge. That's the Black River Bridge in Port Huron, Michigan. So this has all been done with the DJI Mini 2. All right, so this is way up high. This is up probably, this is probably only up about 30 meters, I would say. You can fly up to 120 meters or 400 feet high. Now, to give you an idea, I don't know if I can zoom in on, oh, there we go. These are green elevators in the area they live in the local marina and the harbor there. You can just see the beauty. You know, you can lose some resolution when I zoom this in here, but it just takes beautiful shots. And you don't have to be a pro, really. There's a little bit of finesse involved, but just beautiful where I live. So grateful. Now I think if I play this, there we go. Now there's no sound here, but just to give you an idea. I'm a little jerky here. Now we're probably up about 50 meters. I'm just kind of getting my bearings and going, okay, what am I going to do here? You can actually fly 10 kilometers from yourself and fly the drone 10 kilometers away. You read up, I need a license from the FAA to fly drones. A lot of areas in California are drone friendly. You do need a license unless the drone weighs less than 250 grams, which this DJI Mini 2 weighs 249 grams. So, again, depending where you live, but I believe in the United States it's still, if it's under 250 grams. So if you're Googling that, I would check out sub drones. California not as drone friendly. There's probably limited areas you can fly. That's for sure. It's like here in Toronto, big city, right? You know, because there's a lot of airports around and certain parks and everything. You're not allowed, even with a sub drone. Like, you know, you can't fly over an airport or too close to an airport. I tried here the other day and I was just too close, and it wouldn't let me take off. So there are workarounds for that, but I don't recommend it. Do you have I'm sorry I can't read your name. I'm not sure how to say it. I apologize. I'm not sure what language that is. But welcome. I'm glad you're here. Do you have a drone now, or are you looking at getting a drone? Oh, that was the same one. Just some more pictures of the downtown area where I live. Robert. Well, welcome, Robert. And thanks for being here. If you're enjoying yourself, Robert, do me a favor and hover over the screen. Click the follow button, and that'll let you get notified if you have settings for that turned on. You'll get notified when I go live, and you won't miss out on any of the broadcasts. And you will help me grow as well, because I should put this on actually. I'm trying to reach, here we go, 2,000 followers by September 1st. So everybody who clicks follow helps me out. Amazon customer. Thank you very much for the follow, Amazon customer. Enrique says, in my country, they are using drones to make wrongdoings. What do you mean to make wrongdoings? Such piece of technology used for bad. Well, I don't know. What country are you in? Oh, Robert, you're an A-lister, are you? Oh, wow, that's awesome. Congratulations. So you understand what I'm working on then? You understand what I'm working on then? I've only been here since about April, so mid-April. When did I start? April 19th. There you go. You're in Panama. Oh, okay. I see. Well, it's certainly, I mean, even here, like, you know, some people don't like drones, but they usually don't like drones over here because they don't understand. You know, some people are like, yeah, I don't like the fact that, you know, you can fly over my house. And, you know, because even like you see here, like I'm flying over my downtown Sarnia, right? And some people say, oh, you shouldn't be able to do that. Well, first of all, I don't want to argue with anybody, but I legally can do that. But what can you see? Even if you could see some people walking, you can't see who they are. Now there's a building over here, right? These buildings. If I were to fly close enough or zoom in and look in windows, okay, then I'm breaking some privacy laws there. So there's always going to be some bad apples, right? No, I'm not a streamer. I found that. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, to be an A-lister, I've got to have at least 2,000 followers and then some other criteria as well. So that's what I'm going for. So if you've followed me, you're helping me get there. On the YouTube channel, good morning, Carl. Nice to see you, my friend. Or actually, officially afternoon now, but I see you were there a few minutes ago. Sorry I missed that. Carl, I was actually on your repeater SUP last night. I think it was. Is it SUP? I joined via Echo Link. And it just so happened I went on, and 2 minutes later it was 7 o'clock, and they had the net. And I was like, oh. So I did come on and gave you a shout out and just said hello to everybody there and checked in to the net. So I'll probably do that again. I'm basically looking at drones to shoot landscaping videos. The DJI Mini 2 is excellent for that. I do all kinds of stuff like that. Real estate videos, right? We have a lot of farmland around here. It's beautiful for that. And photography as well, because you can zoom in, again, digital zoom, but you can zoom in and take some great shots. You can do some panoramic shots. There's some built-in, what do you want to call them? They're like templates that you can use for video where you pick an object like a person or whatever, and it focuses on that object, and then it'll just fly around it, or it'll fly straight up above them. There's a couple different settings. I could show you that, actually. I don't know if yeah, we can get into that. I just love the DJI Mini 2 drone for the price point of $599, and you get 3 batteries, the controller, a nice carry bag. There's just not one that beats it at this price. They do make more that are higher level. Like there's only sensors on the bottom of this drone. There's not around or in front, so there's no avoidance system. They don't have follow me built into this. There is a bit of a workaround, but there are third-party apps. The one that I use called Drone Link will do follow me. It's $20, right? And I've always wondered, like, why don't they do that? When are they going to build that into it? And I found out the reason why they don't is because of the lack of sensors. It's a safety issue that they don't want to build follow me into the DJI Mini 2. The Mavic Air and up from there has sensors all around it, so they feel it's safer to have the follow me feature. Makes sense, right? And for $20, what the heck? Here's another video that I did. What the heck did I... That was short-lived. Yeah, this is our beautiful marina. And there's our blue water bridges. So we're way high. I'm probably 80 meters up anyway. That blue water bridge is there is 47 meters high. Yeah, definitely look around and around, but DJI is a leader in, if you talk to anybody who's been flying drones, they'll have heard of DJI, guaranteed. They're the leader when it comes to drones, and they also make the stabilizer, handheld stabilizers, right? Just some more shots of where, oops, went too fast there. This is a crane in our city that's doing some work, so I'm up above this right now. Right, so that's cool. And this is the other nice thing too. If you have a lightning adapter and a card reader, you could go right onto your iPad. I could go into, say, iMovie and edit these videos, right? How cool would that be? But you can also edit right in the DJI Fly app. It has its own built-in editor, which I will go into in a little bit and we'll talk about. And it's really quite an advanced editor, if you will. This is our Chemical Valley and then St. Clair River along the way there. I think I was just taking random shots. I wasn't really posing anything or whatever, right? There you go. This is a really nice view. So again, welcome to the broadcast here. This is Deals with David, and I'm your host, David Burrows. Thanks for being here. If you're enjoying this broadcast, you're enjoying the video and the pictures that I took with the DJI Mini 2 Fly More combo, please hover over and click the follow button. Help me get to my goal of 2,000 followers by September 1st. And when that happens, they're going to have some kind of a big giveaway. I don't know just what yet, because we got a ways to go. But as we get closer and closer, I will announce a big giveaway that we'll do when we hit the 2,000 follows. And we'll have everybody who's a follower put into the draw. And we'll just have a real fun that day as well. So please help me reach my goal. And not only that, you'll get notified whenever I go live. I go live 4 days a week, twice a day. And then sometimes bonus on usually a Saturday or Sunday. All right, here's some more video. Look at that beauty. That is the St. Clair River. Now that's me zooming in. Just perfectly clear. And this is at 1080p. I'm not even doing this at 4K yet. And the reason I fly at 1080p is because if I want to be able to zoom in 4 times, I have to be in 1080p. In order to zoom in, if you're in 4K, you can only zoom in 2 times. But even at 1080p, I mean, this is just beautiful, right? It flies so smooth, you wouldn't know. This was actually in about 14 to 16 kilometer an hour winds. And yet it flies and keeps everything steady because of its 3-axis gimbal. Right? So Enrique, you were saying you live in Panama and there's some bad, like what kind of things are people doing with drones in Panama? I'm not really familiar. Yeah, gravel pits, and we have a lot of train tracks in our area. The water in our area is just so beautiful. And again, you can fly 10 kilometers away. Now, I've never done the 10 kilometers. I don't intend to. There is something called, ooh, look at me making us dizzy. VLOS, which means visual line of sight, which is part of the law. You have to be able to see it. But it's nice to have that capability because then you know you've always got a strong signal, so you don't ever lose connection. Very rarely. I don't think I've ever lost connection, you know. And just as important as the connection is the video broadcast. Like it's transmitting video from the drone way up there down to the controller to your phone, right? So here's some more pictures. Just where I live is a really, really beautiful place. Now this is a project that I'm working on where I go every couple of days. There's an old mall downtown where I live that's being torn down. It's been there for 35 years or so. And it's being torn down and it'll be built into something new. So I've been taking these progress photos. There's a little bit of that. Lots of boats out flying around, or flying around. Lots of boats out while I was flying around. People are definitely getting. So this is actually the first day, this past Friday, where we weren't in lockdown in my city anymore. So people were getting out and enjoying themselves again. And there's me right down below. Where is it? So I'm actually tilting the axis 90 degrees straight down, right? And you can actually go up 20 degrees from eye level with the 3-axis gimbal in the DJI Mini 2. It's really an incredible drone. Even though a license isn't required for this, I went and got my license anyway, just because, well, it's a hobby too, right? And you want to learn about your hobby. So I took the time to study for a couple of weeks, and I passed my first time. I'm deciding whether I want to land on the picnic table or on my van. You can see the shadow right there, right? And we just decide to land on the rock. Just like that. And I pick it up and walk over to the van and say hello, and there we go. Oh, that looks like all of it. Here you go. So that was, that was the other day. So now I could actually take this and go into iMovie, if I have it on here. I don't even know if I have it on here. There we go. All right, so something new here. Movie. And I'm going to go video. And, oh, how do I do that? Yeah, I got to. Well, this could be an experience for me. Recently added iMovie Media. Create a movie. How do I add? There's a way to add in albums. I forget how to do it. I have to go back and do that because it's on files. It doesn't read from files here. Media. There must be a way, I would think. Import project. I don't know. Well, there you go. That'll have to be for another time. But you can do a significant amount of editing on the DJI Fly app. So why don't we look at that? Why don't we look at that? Let's do this. Well, let's give you. There, we'll go with that there. So this has something that came with the DJI Mini 2 that did not come with the Mavic Mini, is this propeller protector. And we'll get into that. We'll just pop that off, right? And then you also have your axis gimbal protector, right? And then this is where the magic begins. Things just start to open up. Let's get this up here so you can get a better view. Right? Whoops. Just there. Just carefully. You don't want to bend anything in the wrong way. Break the propeller, right? And there's she be. 249 grams. Ultra lightweight drone. The DJI Mini 2. Same body pretty much as the its predecessor, the Mavic Mini, right? So let's set that down. I'm going to go in here. There's another pocket up top. This is where I keep my iPhone. It also works with Android. So if you're on the dark side with Android, that's what I call it. All right, should we get some music going again? I like music. Okay. Alrighty. Are you still there, Carl? So let's turn this on. Takes a moment, right? Now I was using an iPhone 6s Plus, and it worked pretty good, except for when I screencasted. So when I would run the screencast option, which is what we use for live streaming the drone, its processor worked too hard, so I just kind of stepped it up to the iPhone XR or 10R. Right, this used to be my son's. I should probably pay him for it at some point. So, real simple. Just take this cable out right here. All right, plugs right into the phone. And if you had an Android, you would leave this plugged into the controller and unplug the other side. It works for Android devices. All right. Take your joysticks, put things together. Oh, Robert, you're still there? Great. Carl's a friend of mine. He's watching over on the YouTube channel. For anybody who's watching on YouTube or on Facebook, the best place to watch for the best experience is come over here to Amazon Live. You just go to dealswithdavid.live, and that'll bring you to my channel, dealswithdavid.live. Now, what I've learned to do first is always turn the controller on first. So we just, there we go. Now I'm obviously not going to fly here. And it automatically, when you turn it on, it automatically loads the DJI Fly app, right? So then I turn on the drone same way, press and hold, right? And it also gives you the reading, so we got a full battery going. Does its own little flight check, make sure everything's balanced, right? There you go. Once it's connected and found the drone, it automatically goes into fly mode. It has found some satellites, which is surprising to me. Oh, or has it? No, it has not found any satellites. I was going to say. Because I'm in my studio, but it's downstairs, right? So... Well, thanks for being here, Robert. And if you haven't already, do me a favor and click the follow button. Help me get closer to my goal. Or was that you, the Amazon customer? Or maybe that was Enrique. Anyway. Whoops. Now I went to take a picture and it said, oh. Okay. It can record to your phone as well, depending on the size of memory on your phone, right? But I always just record right to... Oh, thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm always asking for followers. What can I say? If you could follow twice, I'd let you. Now, this won't let me take off. Well, I could take off here in the house because it's right here, but I'm not going to. There's just too much around. But I want to give you the idea of... So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my SD card and I'm going to put it back into the machine. Okay. Now I can go in, here's what I'm going to do actually. with screencast. I can. So I'm actually going to screen share my. Let's see. I don't want to do this now. Getting very, very sneaky. Use that one. So there's the drone. There's that, and there's me. And I think that works good. No, let's do that, that, and that. Well, that can work. We can make that work. So what you'll see now, pardon me. Oh, you were the Amazon customer. Oh, okay, we're good. Need some water here. For those of you joining just now, hello, welcome to Deals with David. We're talking about the DJI Mini 2 drone. A little refresher for me. It is water, trust me. So what I'm going to try to do now is, I've never actually done this, but I know you can transfer. Okay. So let's get out of here. Album. There we go. Look at that. Now, that's what's on the aircraft. If I go over here, it shows me what is in the DJI Fly app. Perfect. Oh yeah. So what I can do, what is that? That's video. Let's just do, I just want video. And that one. Didn't have a lot of video from that one. Download. So we're downloading. I've never done this before, so this will be interesting. So it's actually downloading. It will download. Here we go. Like that one. And that one. That's it for that. So now I go download. There you go. This is the quick transfer. High interference environment. Well, that's probably because I got an iPad there, a phone there, stuff over there, lots of electronics. High interference environment. And there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to click on the create. Oh, what's going on there? got that back? It's not showing up now. I think that's because I can't do both here. So let's go back and switch back. Okay, that might be why. Now DJI Fly. Now let's see if I can screen share again. Switch your cast. There we go. Well, that was a learning experience. So let's create. There's all these different, you can probably hear that. If you want to try multi-view, 3 views. That looks good. Let's try that. Called Learn As You Go. Where's my phone? There it is. All right. So with controller in hand, now you can see this. You can see there's these different templates, right? Pro, back, templates. All right, so it's got all these different templates here. Let's make that bigger for you by doing that. There we go. So 4 shots, breakthrough. Yeah, it's just all these different. Incoming call. Retro film. 6 shot, 4 shot, 6 shot. 5, 6, 7. Depends how many. It was an 8 shot, 4 shot. What about a 2 shot? Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna go, let's see, we're gonna take this one, and this one. And we'll add those in. So now we can so add a title card, which we could go. That's different. Monsters. Okay, it's got a couple little cool. Let's go with Showtime. It's downloading. Sure, let's go with that. So now when we play. So I can actually scroll along here. Scroll right and just go. It actually looks pretty good. Except that I don't know why I can't do that. Let me see here. Why I can't do that in landscape mode. So we can scroll along, scroll along, scroll along. Right. So we could actually go here. Let's go right about to there. It's very sensitive, I will say that. And we can split it. So we go cut. And then we'll just go, whoops. Keep going, keep going. We'll just go to there. And we can cut it again. And we can tap on that one and we'll delete it. So now when we go, we just go, whoops, go back. Flying along, flying along, flying along, and boom. Now we can actually add in there's transitions filter. I've never actually played around with it, to be honest with you. All right. I think what I'm going to do though, but you get the idea, it's all built right into this app, and there's just so much you can do with it, right? I'm going to play around with it a little bit more on my own time, and that way I can come back and I can give you some tutorials on it, right? So, but in the meantime, the DJI DJI Mini 2 combo, Fly More combo, right? And I just noticed my TV's not on, so let me go get that. I need my remote. There it is. I'm so glad I have wireless now, because before I had wireless, I was like, I was all wired down and I couldn't move much, right? Just like that, I'm back. I'm back. I like this Hisense TV as well. It's got a lot of functionality to it. There we go. Gotta plug my ears in. Okay. I don't even have to point at it, I don't think. Maybe I do. Oh, yep, there we go. We'll go home. Go into our settings. This is nice because I got the USB plugged in here. Time for some water. Hey, no problem, Robert. I appreciate you being here, and I'll go into some more details probably later tonight or tomorrow, right? See, that's the first time I've actually used the editor. I've played around with it a little bit before, but I'm gonna play around with it some more, and I'll learn more. We'll do another tutorial next time. One thing I have learned is don't leave the drone just sitting there waiting to fly. It gets hot just sitting there. It will shut down on its own if it gets too hot, but the controller will beep at you after, I don't know, 20 minutes or so of doing nothing, and then it will automatically shut down if you don't do anything, right? And all the standard features, return to home, etc., because it uses GPS, it'll fly. If it loses signal too long, it'll fly back to you, etc. It's one of my favorite pleasures. And shut that off. Save battery power. I'll probably fly later tonight. Okay, let's get back to my... There I am. Well, that's not really me, but you know what I mean. I go in here and select some options. I get 20 intervals. And we'll start the slideshow. There we go. Oh, there's the real me. It's good to be back, right? Well, hello once again. Welcome to Deals with David. I am the real David. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're coming back, glad to have you back again. Please take the time, like Robert did and Enrique did, to say hello in the chat and let me know where you're watching from. Let's become friends. I like to make new friends and meet new people and learn about each other. And maybe you've got some knowledge that you can share in here as well. We were just talking about the DJI Mini 2 Fly More combo, and Robert was very happy for that. I'll also give a shout out again to the Hollyland company who sent me the microphone that I'm using, their Lark 150. This is a wireless dual lavalier system with its own charging case. You don't need any AAA or AA batteries for this one. It's got its own charging case built in. Everything fits right in the receiver, and this case will also charge up all the devices. You can get like 18 hours of life out of that, so off of one charge. So thank you, Hollyland, for sending me that. All right, and talk briefly about the Blue Yeti USB microphone, which is now at 15% off. It's down to $109.99 from $129. And when I bought it a couple of years ago, it was like $179, $169. So it's a good time. It's a good time to be buying. Father's Day is coming up, you know, of course, on Sunday. And Sunday. I like saying that. You remember that guy that used to do the monster truck races? Sunday. Anyway. I know, I'm a bit of a weirdo. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that did that. My iPad wants to update. I wonder what neat things it'll do for me. This has become a popular item. I'll pull it up here on the screen. There we go. Well, this is good. You remember that. What do you remember? Sorry, I said a bunch of things. All right, so here we are. This is a Wi-Fi projector. It's 1080p projector it's the Fanger 701 video projector. This has Bluetooth built into it as well, so What's nice about that, the reason you would use the Bluetooth is when you're, first of all, you cast from your phone if you want. You can also cast directly with a cable, an HDMI cable from your computer, your laptop, etc., an iPad, but you can also wirelessly cast movies like your Amazon Prime Video from your wireless device as well. But the Bluetooth, oh, Sunday, 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 you remember that? Sunday, 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 power trucks coming too. Yeah. So you're about the same age as me then. Old. I lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, so the Bluetooth is so, this has two 5-watt speakers built into it. So for a decent sized living room, you can still hear pretty good. But if you have a Bluetooth speaker, like the W King that I have, you can actually connect to the device with your Bluetooth speaker and then place the Bluetooth speaker anywhere around the room so you can get a full sound. So there's lots of great options in this. And here is one of the best parts. Not only is it an Amazon's choice, but this is exciting to me. Regularly $549. It is 36% off, so you're saving $2.01. Don't forget the penny. And when you check out with this item today, there's an extra coupon of $100. So this item is only $249. An amazing projector with its own carry case. Now, I can only speak to what I've seen reviews about. I do not own this yet. I'm waiting for Father's Day to come along. I've put out my hints, a couple hints of things, right? And of course it has a remote control, but nice carrying case. But I've seen some great reviews on this. Many Amazon Live creators are talking about the Fangor 701. So if we're all talking about a product, you know that it's a good quality product. But let's go, there is a video and we can show that. Nice carry case. It's good size. It's pretty slick. So keystone correction so you can fix the angle of the screen. Great for movies. This was a good movie. I haven't seen Tom and Jerry yet. Yeah, sports fans for sure are going to love this, right? And I believe it only weighs about 5.4 pounds. The Fangor 701. And again, as I said, lots of Amazon Live creators talking about this. So if many of us are talking about the same product, you know, it's a good quality product. There's some other of the images here. Nice crystal clear, 1920 by 1080p. Wireless and wired, I mentioned. It's nice to have that keystone correction in there, so depending on how you set it up, right, will depend on whether you need to do that or not. But the Bluetooth 5.0 chip, so you can connect wireless speakers. You know, I mean, even headphones. If you're watching by yourself late at night and your wife's asleep or the kids are asleep, whatever, and you can connect your Bluetooth, you know, even your AirPods to this, right? So you don't disturb anybody else. So it does have, as I say, the two 4-ohm 5-watt speakers, right? So you get a good, decent sound out of it. But let's go to some of the reviews. I like to do that. Almost a 5-star rating, 283 ratings. Let's see what's talked about here. And some great reviews. I always like to try an excellent true 1080p Wi-Fi projector with very nice features. Anyone who wants a big screen experience, here, let's make that a little bigger for you guys and for my old eyes. Anyone who wants a big screen experience with a 1920 by 1080p projector can now get one on a budget. Well, right at $249, you're saving $300 by getting that today. We already have a ceiling mounted projector and we'll use this one at a guest room and for backyard movie nights. All right, well, let's check this guy out and see what...
This is a review of a full high-def 1080p native resolution projector by Fangor. It comes with the carrying case, a user manual, a glow-in-the-dark remote, RCA and HDMI cables, and a rather bulky power adapter. The carrying case has a side pocket for the accessories and can be carried from the handle or using the back straps. The top of the projector has a nice fabric cover. It's about 12 inches by 10 inches by 4 inches high and weighs a solid 5.4 pounds.
That's solid, but it's not too
There
heavy,
is a
right?
cover for the large lens. There are 2 speakers in the front and one of 2 sensors for the remote. The other sensor is on the back along with a lineup of ports including micro SD card slot, audio out, audio video in, 2 HDMI and a USB. You can also control the projector from the key panel. At the bottom are 3 screw holes for optional mounting from the ceiling, and it's rated at 19 volts and 7 amp. And here are some additional specs.
Well, this guy's got all out. LED source.
The projector is now set up for the demo. We already have a somewhat pricier ceiling-mounted projector and we'll use our 100-inch motorized screen to check out the Fangor projector.
Oh, cool.
It comes on fairly quickly and is bright enough to watch even with some light in the room or ambient light coming from the outside. You can select to view or play photos, music, and movies from a USB stick or micro SD card, or through the HDMI audio-video ports. 2 nice-to-have features include control of the keystone and zoom from the remote. The system menu offers many configurations for the picture, audio,
Destiny, I'm not sure what you're
general
referring to, but
settings,
we'll keep it
and more.
positive here, please. That's a nice projector.
The projector offers wireless mirroring from Apple, Android, and Windows devices, and there is a screen with details on how to connect to it.
Oh, Windows devices too. That's handy.
My Windows laptop found the projector quickly and is now connected wirelessly.
So even like right from your laptop.
As mentioned, it's bright enough to watch even with some light in the room, but as always you get the best image with the lights down. The 1080p resolution is sufficient for use with office applications, small font, document presentations, etc. The image is quite good, with uniform brightness and focus across the screen, authentic looking colors and respectable contrast. The fan is fairly quiet, and this is how loud it is from 2 feet away, for example. The 2 speakers deliver good audio, and alternatively the projector can connect via Bluetooth to external speakers. Overall, we're very happy with it and intend to use it at a guest room or movie nights in our backyard. This is the end of the review, and thank you for watching.
I'm so proud of them.
Yeah. Well, you can see why it's a great product and why so many other Amazon Live creators are talking about the product as well. So that is the Wi-Fi projector 1080p Fangor 701. Yeah. I put that out there to my kids for Father's Day. We'll see what happens. Father's Day coming up, of course, this coming Sunday, right? And then Amazon Prime Deals Day 1 and 2 happens on June 21st and June 22nd. So Monday and Tuesday right after Father's Day. And I will be here live for most of both of those days, taking little breaks in between here and there to refresh myself. But it's going to be a long day Monday and Tuesday with Amazon Prime Deals Day. But why not? Going to be so many amazing products to be talking about and great deals for all of you out here as well. So make sure you mark that on your calendar. And why wait for that even if you can get this today? $300 off the regular listing price. So that's an amazing deal. Can't see it getting much better than that. $300 off, right? Wow. Awesome. Okay. Well, just a couple of reminders about some other products that are on sale. I have the Apple AirPods, the regular version, but my son has these, the Apple AirPods Pro version. And what's really nice about these, incredible sound. Don't get me wrong, these Apple AirPods that I have great sound, but they really go a little bit further in the Apple AirPods Pro. The other nice thing as well is, I wonder if I should open that up if I can. There we go. The Apple AirPods Pro, of course, Amazon's choice. They have what's called transparency mode in them, so it's almost like a built-in hearing aid. And we're actually, we tried it on a member of our family yesterday. Jason was demonstrating and they were like, well, I don't want to wear headphones and stuff like that. Anyway, he tried it and he was like, wow, can I ever hear you so much better? So a lot of great positive features about, pardon me, the Apple AirPods Pro. And right now at $197, that's 21% off. Definitely worth looking into. All right, this Bluetooth speaker that's up next, the W King, which I will bring up. Oh wow, and this one didn't even know. This looks like some great savings here as well. I have this. Yeah, there you go. I have this speaker. It's sitting up over there. I could have brought it in, but the drone's in the way. This is a really powerful 50-watt Bluetooth speaker, and it's solid. It's built solid. It's weather resistant. It's water resistant. It's dust and sand resistant. So for you folks that want to take it down to the beach, this is the perfect Bluetooth speaker for that. A lot of Bluetooth speakers have great sound, etc., but they weren't thinking about the beach when they designed their product. W King was thinking about the beach and the ruggedness that we can want to put a Bluetooth speaker through when we carry it with us. The other nice thing I like about the W King here is it also works as a battery pack. So you can actually be charging your phone. You get 24 hours of playtime out of this W King Bluetooth speaker, and that's plenty of power to keep your phone charged while you're playing the tunes, and lots of time to party with the W King Bluetooth speaker. So it rolls in. It's regularly $99, $76.99, and now, so you're saving 23%, so saving an extra 5%. So almost 30% off, 28% off the regular price. So, and that's of course when you click on that, there you go. That'll be applied at checkout, right? It has built-in, it says 50-watt punchy bass. You know what? It really is punchy. It's got a great sound to it. 2 subwoofers in there, and state-of-the-art drivers, etc. It has passive radiators, so it kind of enhances the bass. That's basically what it is. So 100 watts, 50 watts aside for that. Waterproof and power bank. The waterproof Bluetooth speaker is not only sturdy and shockproof, but also IPX waterproof, dustproof, and sandproof, as I was talking about. So you can take this thing to the beach and not worry about sand getting kicked around on it and whatever, right? Up to 24 hours of playtime. It is a massive 8,000 milliamp built-in power bank that will charge your phone, whether that's Android or iPhone or your tablet, or maybe even a camera. Anything that you can connect a USB charge to, you can charge while you're listening to the tunes on your W King Bluetooth speaker. It really is a great product. It does have Bluetooth for hands-free calling in there as well. So lots of great features on this one. Also, some of the great features is built-in equalizer settings, right? It doesn't have its own slider, but depending on what you're listening to, it's got four or five presets. So if you're listening to jazz, you can push the button, switch to that. Rock and roll, country, whatever your taste is, hip hop. There's a setting for that to just enhance your listening experience. So, and at a great price, like $76.99 for a Bluetooth speaker, and then another 5% off when you click the coupon button there and check out here on Amazon Live today. And a lot of these deals are only available while we're live, and they don't tell us creators when the deals stop. We get notified, even like the Amazon Prime deals, don't have a clue what those are yet. Probably find out at midnight the night before. So if you're watching and you're enjoying this broadcast, I see many of you out there watching, do me a huge favor and help me reach my goal of 2,000 followers by September 1st by just hovering over and clicking that follow button, and you'll get me closer and closer to my goals. And when I hit the 2,000 follower goal, we're going to have a big party here, and we're going to give away some stuff. So I hope you'll show your support by clicking on that follow button for me. What kind of music do you guys like anyway? I mean, I got a little bit of hip hop going on here. All right. All right, I gotta get back to a page. Oop. All right. This is a really unique product here as well. And I've seen several other creators talk about. I don't have this yet. I have reached out to the company and said, hey, I'd be really interested in having this here. And whoops, where did it go? There it is. I'd really like to have this here and review it, the physical product of it. But this is one of Amazon's, well, it's a #1 bestseller in the unpowered recording mixers section. This has become really popular for, if you want to be a podcaster, this is a great way to get started. It's got everything you need to plug in your microphones. It comes with its own microphone, which is an XLR to 3.5 millimeter input. There's no XLR inputs here. But for something mobile, like I would like to have this in my van for a built-in mixer for when I do my the deal mobiles when I'm on the wheels. Bought the speakers from your carousel to help you earn commission. Oh, well, thank you very much, Robert. I appreciate that. So, which speakers are you talking about? Are you talking about the W King, or are you talking about these the Behringers there? I'm curious to know. Both are really good. This Behringer system is a great system as well. But this, if you're looking to get into audio podcasting, or even for using this for live streaming, this would be something great. The W King. Oh, you won't be disappointed in that, I promise you. It does have great sound. And thank you again so much for the support. I appreciate you being here, Robert, and I hope you'll come back more often when you see me live, and even if it's just to hang out and say hello and talk about the products. I appreciate that. You can also go to my website whenever I'm not live and you want to shop on Amazon. If you go to dealswithdavid.shop, and it'll take you to a landing page, and then you just click on your country, like, well, USA or Canada. It'll take you there, and anything you purchase will give me a commission. It doesn't have to be in the carousel. And while you're here, if you start here on Deals with David, so dealswithdavid.live, anything you buy, it doesn't even have to be in the carousel, will give me credit. So whenever you're thinking of Amazon, I hope you'll think of me and go to one of those websites to give me some support. And that supports the channel, which makes it easier for me to keep coming back here and going live. Thanks, Robert, for that. So this is a #1 bestseller, and $99. $99, and it's got some great features built right into it. Here's the XLR to 3.5 millimeter. Again, it does not support XLR, and there's no phantom power, but you don't need that with a 3.5 millimeter. You could also plug in headsets for this with the 3.5 millimeter input. You can record your vocals, sound effects, you know, like it's got built-in applause and cheering, etc. 4-user customizer jingle pads allows you to record your favorite sound effects, so you can put your own in there, so that's cool. Denoise, it kind of gets rid of some of the room noise. Like maybe your computer's running like mine is. I don't know if you can hear it, but I've got a fan over here as well. Because it's warm and I don't have the air conditioner down here. But let's take a look at this video. It'll tell us a little bit more.
Starting from the right is going to be the power button. To turn this unit on, you need to long press the power button until the lights come on. Let's say you want to use this unit without lights, you want to conserve the battery. Right next to the power button is that light button. So you just continue to hit the button to get the illumination to go down until it is completely off. But I like them on, so I'll leave it. Next is the USB-C port, and that is where you're going to plug cable #1 into. The next 3 ports say pod 1, pod 2, pod 3.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you want to run these into external devices, these are the jacks that you're going to use, but you're going to have to get cables to go in there. So 3.5 to whatever device you're working with. If it's an older iPhone, 3.5 to Lightning. The jack that says output is what you're going to use if you want to set it up to speakers. Music input, this is where you're going to hook up an external device if you want to input music. The next port over, it says headset. This is where you're going to plug in your headphones. And the last 2 ports are going to be for your microphones. So now I'm going to plug in cable #1 into the USB-C port, and I'm also going to plug in a pair of earbuds into the headset. Now I'm going to use one of their supplied 3.5 cables and put that into microphone 1 jack. And now I'm going to plug the end of cable #3 into my iPad. The Maonocaster light will also hook up to your iPad via Bluetooth. You would go to your settings app, go over to Bluetooth. This will discover the Maonocaster light under Maono AU-AM 200, and then you just need to tap it to connect it.
Okay, Robert, thank you so much, and happy shopping.
I've done this in a
and thanks for the
previous
follow
video,
and the
but in case you
purchase,
haven't
and
seen
I
that
look
video,
forward to
I'm just
seeing you
going to
back
give you
again.
a
Make sure you say
brief
hello when you're
run-through
here.
of the interface. On the left is a volume knob. This is going to control the volume of your microphone. The 3 knobs right next to it are going to be the knobs that you use to EQ your microphone. The rightmost knob is going to control the sound at which you're recording everything in. And the knob on the right is going to control the volume of your music. Now down on the left are a few sliders. One is echo, and obviously if you slide that up, it's going to create an echo to your voice like you're standing on a stage or an auditorium. The monitor slider controls the volume of your headphones. The light that is illuminated effect, that's some pre-programmed controls for your microphone. The pitch button is going to change the sound of your voice. There's a male, female, baby, robot, and to get out of pitch, you just hit the effect button. One button down from pitch is going to be denoise, and I have to say the Maonocaster Lite has one of the best technologies when it comes to denoising your audio. Your microphone recognizes your voice, and once you stop speaking, it's going to slam shut that gate. It's going to shut out any ambient noises that
Oh,
are around
cool.
you. One button over that says music only, that's if you're using the Mionocaster Lite for karaoke. It's going to do the best it can to extract the singing audio out of that, just leaving the music behind. It's not perfect, it works a little, but it's not perfect. One of my favorite buttons here to work with is the sidechain button. So when you activate the sidechain, what that's going to do is act like audio ducking. So if the music is playing, if you start talking, it's going to bring down the sound of the music so that your voice is
Oh,
the
that's
most
cool.
prominent
That's handy
audio.
for sure.
The OTG music button is going to allow you to import music into the Mionocaster Lite. Okay, now the 8 buttons that are illuminated, those are some pre-programmed sound effects. You have an opening, applause, gunshot, laughter, booing, awkward, slapping, cheering. I'm not going to play them. Keys that I'm really going to focus on today are going to be these 4 blank buttons at the bottom. These are empty keys that you can program with your own audio. So if you're live streaming or if you're podcasting and you do intros or you have your own specialized sound effects, you can program these
Oh, that's
into
cool.
these buttons. So while you're podcasting, it's just one click away. If you're cutting to a break, people that are sponsoring your podcast or your live stream. I'm a member of Storyblocks. What I've done is brought a few stingers into my timeline in LumaFusion. What I'm going to do is record a musical intro for a podcast. And how I'm going to do that is by pre-recording it into one of these 4 blank buttons on the bottom. Now, how you know they're empty is when you hit them, they're just going to make like a beeping noise. That's how you know that they're open and ready to be recorded on. To do this, what I have to do is press down
Hey, hello,
the button
James. Thank
and
you so
hold
much
it.
for the follow,
It's
my
going
friend.
to start flashing.
Welcome
as
to Deals
soon
with
as
David.
it starts to do
Appreciate
the
the
first
follow.
blink,
You're
you
helping
want to
me
hit play
get closer
on
to my
your
goal of
interface
2,000
to get that
followers. Where are you
music
from,
to record
James?
in there perfectly. If not, and you hit the button, there might be a little bit of a delay until that music actually pops up and starts to play. So you want to be very mindful about the timing. You might have to do it a few times to get that timing just so. So I'm going to put it right at the beginning on the timeline, press and hold the button. When it starts blinking, when it stops blinking, that means you've reached your time limit capacity. And to me, it looks like it's about 25 seconds is the max that it can record in. So I put that music as button number 1. And what I'm going to do now is add my own sound effects. It didn't play as soon as I hit the button, so what I'm going to do is erase that. And how you erase it is you just press it down and hold it again until that light comes on, and that means you've erased the content from that button. To check that it is empty, I'll just hit it again so I hear the beep. But you've got to just do it just so. And actually, that wasn't the Mionocaster Lite's fault, it was LumaFusion's fault. When I hit play, there was a little bit of a hesitation.
So lots of flexibility here with
That's
Mionocaster.
perfect.
Whoops.
Now I've got 2
Right. So great product to get started with for if you want to be a podcaster, you want to record some music, or your own stinger. It just seems like a really good product. Whoa! Didn't realize it. Didn't mean to blow your ears off there. Yeah. Hoping to hear back from that company soon because I'd like to know more about it and maybe bring one here and show you guys. And it, again, it is a #1 bestseller in its category, so you're getting a good quality product there as well. All right, so I'm going to go back to where I can. Oops. All right, what else we got here? I'll make sure I've covered what I want to today. I think that's it for today, quite honestly. Yeah. But I will be back here later tonight, and tonight I'm going to talk about the Creality 3D printer, which I do own, and we're going to get into another DJ mixer as well, and we'll probably talk about the drone again because there's some other stuff in there. I will give a shout out before I go, though, to my friend Dom, or Domingos Fernandez. He's fighting MS, and this is his book, My Journey with MS. And when you purchase this book, not only do you support my friend Dom, you learn about his disease, MS, but his journey of over 18 years fighting with MS. And I'm really proud of him for writing his book, and it's now available on both Amazon.com and .ca. And not only will you support him, but you will also be supporting the MS Society of Canada. A portion of the proceeds from every book sold is going to be donated by Dom to them as well. And I'm proud to say that I wrote the foreword for my friend Dom. He asked me to do that, and he mentions me a couple times in the book as well, so that's pretty flattering. So that's a great way to show some support out there as well. And just before I go, if you enjoyed this broadcast and you want to see more of this kind from me, hover over and click the follow button. I'll be back later on about 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tonight, so I hope you'll come back and join me. I really do appreciate you coming by here and shopping with me and saying hello in the chat as well. So hopefully you'll come back again real soon. Thanks so much, everybody. Stay safe, and as always, happy shopping.